I know a lot of people, I get a lot of questions about JB Hunt, the pay, right? I don't know about the regional drivers, but I do know about local intermodal because that's what I do, right? So I have the paper here of the pay, Atlanta Local Intermodal Pay Program. Somebody else asked me about, I think Pennsylvania, Mr. Will. I think that's your name on YouTube. I don't know about out of state. All I know is Atlanta and the local. I can probably get one of my friends from regional. He'll have to tell you what the pay is. But I know he's getting 42 cents per mile. I don't know if their dropping hooks and everything else is the same as ours, but for local drivers. But I'm gonna just read off to you what I have because I have the paper right here. And so some of the stuff goes by your experience. Like if you don't have a lot of driving experience, I think they pay you by your driving experience. That's about a cent per mile. But then again, one of the regional drivers, he only has 8 months of experience, and he's getting 42 cents per mile. But so years of experience for JB Hunt. If you have zero experience or like 0 to 3 months, I think a couple months, less than 12 months, you get 32 cents per mile. Unless you get like the bonus and they're paying you more per mile, which I'm pretty sure they are because they're trying to get drivers. But it starts off at 32 cents per mile and it maxes out at 42 cents per mile. And the max years of experience is 10 years, and that's where it maxes out. So 32 is 0 to I guess 1 year. That's how much you make per mile. And then after a year, you go to 33. 2 years, you get 32. 34. 3 years, 35, and it goes to 10, which is 42. I hope I'm making sense. So stop pay is paid at 47 for a live load or a live unload. You get $47 for that, right? On top of your mileage. And dropping hooks are 27 per mile. Detention is paid at $14 an hour after the first hour and a half. And then crosstown. So if you take, you have to excuse me. It's so gloomy and rainy today, like, and I'm hungry, so I'm just all out of energy. But I'm gonna get it together. Crosstown is when you go from rail yard to rail yard and you just move equipment. You get $10 per move, or you can get $25 per move. It just depends on what you're moving. Rail delay is paid at $14 an hour. But you can get rail delay if you're like there for a few minutes and you have to do a chassis swap, or you have to do an a search. Like if something is wrong with like your trailer, your container, you can put in a rail delay if you've been there for over a certain amount of time. And tow new, like I put in tow new if they tell me to go to a location and it's not the location, it's actually at a different location. When I first got here, that's what the drivers told me to do. Hopefully I'm not like just telling nobody. But yeah, that's what the drivers told me to do for that. And tow new is supposed to pay you at $20. It's supposed to be $20. A refused delivery, you'll get $27 for that. Let me just ask him how long it's gonna take. I'm waiting on fuel. There's no fuel at these pumps. The guy is here. Fueling. I know he see me. The guy is here fueling. Well, putting fuel in now. At the pump. Okay, so an overweight rework. Oh, that's a tongue. Overweight rework load pay. It's 14 per hour after 1.5 hours from your original time of arrival call on live loads, and 1 hour on dropping hooks. So if it's like overweight and they have to rework it, like I would go to this place where they have like carpet and it's really heavy. They have to go back in there. If you go on the scale and it's too heavy, um, then and they have to go back in and rework it so that you won't be overweight. You get paid for that. Refrigerated loads, you get $30 extra for reefers. And yes, they do have reefers. A breakdown is at 14 per hour, and it's paid in 15-minute increments. So safety training, you get paid for safety training, 14 per hour, and you get paid in 15-minute increments. This pay item is paid for all time associated with training and meetings. If you're a trainer, you get $50 a day for every day that you train another driver. Or you can choose to get $20 an hour. So $50 a day or $20 an hour, whichever one. Empty search, you get paid $14 for that. Yard work, you get $14 per hour and will be paid in 15-minute increments. This item is paid for the time involved with performing a yard check at a customer yard or rail. Hazmat, I think they went from $15 to $30. If you have a hazmat load, I think it's $30, but don't quote me on it. I think you get $30 extra on top of your pay. So if you have to help load or unload your truck, you get $45. Oh, he is flying. I'm so hungry, y'all. What time is it? 11:30? I haven't ate anything. I need some water. I'm thirsty. Like, my stomach is really talking to me right now. So what I say, $45 for load and unload. Driver unload pay must be approved by your operations manager. Driver assist is paid at $25. This applies to a situation where we have an agreement with the customer to perform a specific function that the customer requires us and compensates us for it. Equipment moves. I think it's like moving a chassis. Like if you move it, you get $10 for that. Damage equipment, you get $10 for that. A rate of $10 will apply to a damaged piece of equipment that is brought back to the yard as long as it is both written up and repaired. Waiting on the truck. So in the morning, a lot of our trucks are getting worked on, and we do swap seat. So if you have to wait on the truck for a certain amount of time, you start getting paid for it. You get paid $14 an hour. And I'd be asking too, like, you don't have no trucks? You don't have no trucks available? I'll sit here and do office work. I'll get paid for it. And then funeral pay, jury duty pay. I don't know, but it's $14 an hour and it's up to 9 hours a day. So I know drivers making between $1,000 and $1,500 a week, but they put in for a lot of exceptions, and exceptions is like rail delay or detention or yard work, like looking for an empty. What else? It's really like, y'all gonna excuse me. It's really like the exceptions. So you put in for everything, like to make the extra money, because them little $14, $10, $20, yes, they add up. And especially for me, since my cents per mile is low, I have to put in like a lot of exceptions. And I'm just learning this because I've only been here for 4 months. 4 months. So I'm just now learning this. But it's good to know now than later on down the line. Like, what, looking at your check and like, what is this? What am I doing? Like, why am I here every day for 10 hours, 12 hours, and only getting like $500? But a lot of people say starting out driving, because I feel like I'm slow. A lot of people, they be hustling, they get loads, they get a lot of loads like that are very, very local within like, you know, a 50-mile radius. My loads are longer because I guess I have to show them and prove to them that I can actually do the work, that I'm gonna show up every day and do the work. So just like with anything, you have to like kind of prove yourself, or whatever. But it is what it is. I'm not complaining. I love JB Hunt. Like, I told my fleet manager this morning, I'm like, this company is lit. Like, the morale at the terminal, that's what it is. Like, every day I come in, it's like the morale is like great. The people come in, they're happy, they talk to each other, we laugh and joke, and like the operations manager is cool, your fleet managers are cool. The only thing that I hear people complain about is like fleet managers are not answering. Hold on, let me sure this is out. Like, fleet managers not answering when they have an issue or a problem. But other than that, like, do your work, get your money, go home. And I'm not supposed to be here for this long. I'm trying to get gas, trying to get fuel. But yeah, so that's the pay. I don't know. I was to ask. Excuse me. Are you putting fuel in? How long you think it's gonna take? You can get started? Oh, okay. Really? It won't even, it's nothing. Like, they won't even let us, the pump's not even working. They saying there's no gas. Keep pumping. Okay, thank you. They need to come on. I'm ready to go. I'm hungry. Oh my jeez. I'm not supposed to be here for this long, but I'm supposed to be at a customer right now. I'm gonna be late for this appointment. But yeah, so it's good. That's all I want to come over here and tell you. So just do your research. I mean, ask any questions. I can find the answers for you. If I don't know, I'll ask somebody else, and I'm pretty sure I can get back to you with that. But I'm about to get myself fuel and head out. So talk to you later. Bye bye.